But if he's not receiving those blessings from God, and having that sense of humility to realize that it's not you working hard. You working hard is just, that's just like a symptom of it. You need those blessings from God.
Yeah. You're always going to work hard. What do you want to work hard on?
Yeah.
If you're just putting in the time and not getting anything back, I see it as a big exchange with everything. If you're taking up my time, I want something back in return.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be material. It doesn't have to be a favor or anything.
Yep.
But I want to make sure that I get a lesson out of this.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me? And if you don't provide that lesson, I'm going to create my own lesson, which is I'm not messing with you anymore because you just wasted my time.
Yep, absolutely.
It's terrible that it's gone to this. And I don't know if it was always like that. I'm sure, we always hear the old timers say, oh, it was much better in the past. And I can imagine it had to have been better. When I was younger, technology was kind of taking off, with the phones and stuff and the computers. But it seemed the further I go back and the less I knew and the less stimulus that I had around me, it's, I was just a happy person. And now I find myself, if I'm going down the YouTube rabbit hole too long, I find myself like, oh man, I gotta stop. I gotta stop, but you're almost like, no, what's not a video? What's not a video? And I feel terrible for those people who are, kind of like the video game, the gamers. That's amazing. You got to play video games professionally. I get it. That rocks. But what are you doing afterwards? Are you going to be 50 playing video games? And you can say, oh, what's wrong with 50-year-old playing games? Your mindset. You don't have any of the other stuff. What happens if the energy goes down? What happens if this goes down? You're going to be a man and fend for yourself? Or you're going to be hoping to get a control? You have to pay attention to those things. And for those people out there, especially our young parents, us being parents, we know that. We know that subconsciously, like, if they don't learn to tie their shoes, it's not, they're always going to have issues. If they don't know how to brush their teeth, nobody's going to want to hear them because their breath stinks. If they don't learn how to start walking right and stop messing around and flopping their R's, nobody's going to want to stand next to them. But my peers, for the most part, are, it's the showboating. I'm cool. I'm cool. Check out the sneakers, I'm cool. Check out the gear, I'm cool. And it takes away from that humble nature.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To me, that and I was like that when I was young. I was very materialistic. I had to have on the best clothes and all that stuff. But it was, for me, it all came from insecurity. I wasn't secure in who I was. So I wanted everybody else to tell me who I was. And if I sought their approval and I got it, then I felt like I was doing my job. And once I became a man and became secure with myself, now it doesn't matter. I don't have to have nothing nice. I don't have to have nothing nice.
I hear you.
As long as my bills are taken care of, my house is taken care of, my kids are safe, they're fed.
Your sense of peace.
I'm good.
Your sense of peace is right there.
My life got so much simpler when I realized that. I don't have to post everything on Instagram and Facebook, my car and jewelry and sneakers. That's not what's important to me no more.
It's nonsense. And for the most part, what those people don't realize is that the viewers are seeing it. They're just scrolling by because it's nothing special.
Absolutely.
It's the same thing that they've seen from however many other people.
And it's the same thing they see in their feed.
And
they're probably talking shit.
Exactly.
Probably like, oh, look at,
I know that
such and such.
I
shouldn't be doing that, or
I know that chain set you back.
Exactly.
Man, stuff like that. It's not genuine. Even if you want to be that person that just likes to properly hold himself up. There's so much of that too, where people are not honest with each other. Like, why can't we just be honest with each other? My attitude for the longest times is, we can have problems. We don't have to fight. If you want to fight, we can take it to a ring and we can just spar, we'll figure it out there. But for the most part, I want to have a communication with you, a conversation, and figure out, is there something, that you just thought of me? There's your truth, my truth, and then the actual truth. But can we come to a medium? Because, all this tension is messing up my stuff. You get me? Whether I could beat you down or vice versa is just messing my stuff up because I can't stop thinking about it. And once you are in that distractive movie, it takes away from exactly what you saw. The peace, the ease of peace. you know, and just being able to not worrying about how you look for the day and who you're speaking to and how you're speaking to. Obviously, towards a professional future, you know, that's something we do have to develop.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for the most part, every day, that Saturday afternoon, man, don't worry about ironing those jeans.
Yeah.
You know, who are you seeing? You're seeing everybody in town. You're not seeing,
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. The people that don't really matter.
Yeah.
Because if they matter, they don't care about that stuff.
exactly.
You know, my wife don't care if I got dirty sweatpants on. All my sweatpants are stained with paint because I painted them.
I feel you.
She don't care about that stuff. You know what I mean? That stuff doesn't matter to her. She's the only one that matters. The kids, they're the only ones that matter. Anybody else outside of that don't matter.
Don't matter. That's
Yeah.
that's the honest
Don't
truth,
matter.
man. That's the honest truth. So we could start wrapping this up. I don't want to keep you too long, but what's your plans for the future, man? How are we gonna see you further? I know you're always welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you,
welcome
brother.
to the show.
Thank you. First and foremost, you know, coming up, we have a community day at the barbershop. You know, giving back to the community, letting them know that we appreciate them, and the community is helping my business thrive and succeed, and helping me to do what I love.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like a job. They pay my bills at the end of the day.
Right.
So why not take a day off work and give back to the community with food, you know, and just fellowship, having everybody there, meeting people, because people are going to stop by that aren't customers and might not never be customers, but it don't matter.
Right.
At least we're giving back.
Right,
you know,
right.
that's the first thing that we're doing, to just to give back. And to me, that's extremely important, because I grew up, I didn't have a lot,
Right.
you know, and I know there's other families that don't have a lot. So if I could do, I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed.
Yeah.
So if I could do something to help, I think that's my job.
Dope.
You know.
Yeah. That's a great attitude, man.
Yeah.
It's overall a great attitude, and it obviously shows why you're in the seat right now, why you're in your own position. You know, and that's May 13th.
May 13th, Saturday, May 13th, the day before Mother's Day at a Grain Barbershop, 115 South Front Street,
Nice.
Milton, PA.
Nice.
You know, if people just come out to support, just stop by to say, just stop by. I don't care if you stop by and just grab a plate and keep it moving.
Right.
You know,
Shows
just
some
come by.
type of support.
Yeah, just come by.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to
support.
having you there also.
Yeah, definitely. Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
I'm going to be there, guys.
absolutely. I've been bragging to my customers and my fellow barbers, telling them I got somebody coming through do a live painting. You know, when I was putting everything together, and that day after I met you, I said, he's the one. You know what I mean? He's the one. I want him there.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Your spirit, your positivity.
Thank you, man.
Everything.
Thank you.
You know, and have it
it's
no
mutual,
other way.
Man. It's mutual.
You know,
Honestly,
no,
it's mutual.
I want that. I want you to be there. I look forward to you being there. You know?
No, we met. Well, we didn't even meet. I seen Frank at Michael's a while back, and he picked up some paint. Excuse me for coughing. He picked up some paint, and I instantly said, "Oh man, he has to paint. It must be him. Look at the tattoos. It has to paint." And you guys can see he's not a small dude, but I was saying, I don't know. I don't know if I should approach him. I don't know if I'm gonna give off the wrong sense of energy. And then after I saw you on Facebook, it was just like, oh, I gotta get in contact with this guy. I knew it was him. I just knew it was him because I wasn't sure if you were getting it for the wife, or if you were getting it for yourself. I just didn't want to be like, you know, from the area. You approach somebody, they could come off really nice, or they could just, you know, you get me. And that's kind of how it's been for me. You know, approaching other artists, but it's like I was thrilled for you to ask me that. You know, I've never done it out in the public, so I'm gonna do my best to kill it. And I'm gonna,
I know you will. I ain't even worried about that.
Thank you.
I ain't even worried about that.
I feel it as you should be the one doing the live painting. You know, I mean, your work is sharp. You know, I'm capable of doing something like that. I just don't want to commit the time into doing anything like that because to me, I don't want to lose the skill set. So I just want to, so I'm not really worried about lines, but if I have to really do something, I'll sit down there and do the 17-hour on a small piece. But I mean, something like Community Day, I'm honored and overall thrilled to do something. We could talk a little bit more about what you would like me to paint. or if you want, we could.
No,
we could, you have some ideas?
I do. I'd like you to paint, you know, the scene in the barbershop as we're getting haircuts. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
I'd like something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay. That'd be dope.
I think that'll be awesome, and I think that's something that you'll kill too.
I'll kill that.
Yeah, I know you will. I see what you did of my little cousin Jordan Morales.
Yeah,
that's my little cousin. I've seen what you did of that. I've seen the other, like the collage you had with Joe Rogan.
Oh yeah, I'm starting. You mean the brand?
Yeah, something that you were critiquing, but I seen it and I'm looking at it like, you know, he just doesn't realize what he has in front of him because it's his work. I do the same thing with myself. So I said, you know, as I seen that, and then I met you, and I was like, this fits right there.
Thank you, man, and I'm gonna do my honest best to get it done in a while and make sure that everyone can appreciate it in the barbershop. It's great, just honor, like I said, having someone like yourself tell me that. You got me, and it's that I want to connect the artists together. We're not having enough of that.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. When you reached out to me, I you know what I mean? That to me that was warm welcome. I love that because I want to do that, but my the type of person I am sort of don't let me do that sometimes. You know, and for you to do that, first of all, I know that takes a lot of courage. You know, to
I
do
thought
that.
about it. I was like, man, he's not gonna want to hear me out.
No, not at all. Not at all. You know what I mean? I love. And like a steel sharpens steel. So when I sit down and we bust it up and have conversation, it's not for fun. We're getting something out of the conversation.
We're definitely getting something out of the conversation.
It's something that that I look forward to. You know, I look forward to.
Yeah, that's great. I'm looking forward to it as well. We have a bunch of shows. Me and Marcellus will be doing Washington D.C. for a charity walk. I believe for. It's children. It's something on children. I'll fact check it and throw it up on the the link for everyone to know and support, as well as Community Day against the grain.
Against the grain barbershop.
Okay, against the grain barbershop. After that, what do you think you have anything? I'm sure you have.
Well,
something.
I have some plans in mind for the barbershop. Sort of expanding the barbershop. You know, helping the barbershop to grow.
Sure.
Don't really want to touch on it too much because it's still in the planning stage. But
sure.
That's my next goal is getting the barbershop back up to where it was before I had to, had to step away for a little while.
Sure, of course. And I mean, as far as I see it, your Facebook game, I mean, it's not celebrity-wise, obviously, neither am I. But I'm saying it's there, it's getting there. I see the love that you get back for the paintings and
absolutely. That's something I feel so grateful for, to get the positive response when I throw something out there. The response I get back and the feedback I get is appreciated, and it makes me, it's like a positive reinforcement, like you're doing something good. Keep it pushing.
It feeds it, and it makes it more hungry in a sense. And you go out and get it. And I mean, like I said, guys, you can see it from here. My hotspot didn't work out. I knew I should have never done it, but that's a cool pick.
Yeah, that's my little man. He's the shop manager. You take him up to the shop with me every day. He's the boss up there.
That's what's up, man. I mean, and the barber work is amazing.
Thank you.
Everybody, please make it out to Against the Grain Barbershop in Milton, PA. Whether to support or just get an amazing haircut. Yeah,
just come through. And I want to give a shout out to my barber. Not even my barber, because he's not my barber. Sure. He's my co-worker.
Sure.
Shout out whoever. Chris L. Barber on Instagram. CRIS_EL_BARBER.
Nice.
Same thing on Facebook. Humble dude.
I'll definitely check him out.
Awesome barber. He does anything. What we do on canvas, he does in hair.
Nice.
He does anything you want that you think couldn't be done in hair. He does.
Sure. Wow.
He does it. And the man is so humble.
Right.
So humble.
Right.
He's a hard worker.
Sure.
He's trustworthy. I feel like with having us teamed up, there's no ceiling. There's no ceiling with that. with that team. Absolutely. He works just as hard as I do for my business. He works just as hard. He goes just as hard as I do.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, that man, he stood there working late so I could leave early to come be with you.
Yeah.
You know, so that goes to show.
Yeah, thank you.
That goes to show. Chris L. Barber.
Thank you, Chris L. Barber, for letting your dude come over here. And of course, hopefully you're hearing this. I would love to have you on the show and check out your work.
Yeah.
With the way the podcast is going, I'm going to mix up this video and mix it down, of course, and make sure I have wonderful and amazing paintings like Kobe right there. Really shine in its own spot. And we just look forward to see the next piece.
Yeah.
You know, that Sugar Ray Robinson, I'm sure is going to come out amazing.
Yeah, it's coming out nice. I
can't wait, man.
And then there's a Jim Morrison on the way right behind him.
Man, that's crazy.
So,
screen names. Any plugs? Besides the Community Day on May 13, Milton, PA.
That's it. I'd like to shout you out. You know.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you. You know, yesterday I went to your page and I was screening down your page.
Yeah.
And you had more. You were sharing more.
Yeah, trying to.
About other people, other artists, other musicians, than about your own stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, that means a lot. You know, and you don't just do it once. You shared my stuff numerous times.
I try to.
Numerous times. And to me, that's you know, I like that because I always say, you know, true leaders aren't looking to build followers; they're looking to build leaders.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the complete vibe I get from you.
Exactly.
You know, you don't want no minions; you want bosses.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's the same way I am. I don't want nobody. You know, I want people that's. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I don't want to be the best painter in the room.
Exactly.
You know, I want to learn.
Sure.
You know, I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, I get it completely, and that's kind of why I do it. You know, we were speaking a bit off camera about some moves that I'm trying to make with other artists, but it's exactly that. I realize I can't leave the home front.
Yeah.
I can't travel too far from the home front, so I need to attract and absorb all of the monsters around this area and say, hey, I'm one of you guys, quite obviously, but I want to see your work. I want to work close to you, not to get anything off, but as soon as you start feeling the same way that I'm feeling, you're going to understand it and notice that working with more people just makes you more confident. It gives you that ability and that charisma to speak to anyone else. And overall, what I'm trying to accomplish in these next couple months and hopefully on during the year, during the rest of the year, is I don't want to be anyone's manager.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say, hey, do this, do that, try this. No, I want to help you with any projects that you're willing to let me help you with.
Yeah.
And then on top, you learn something from me, I learn something from you. We split our ways until next time. I want to know that the people near me, like you said, are bosses.
Yeah.
You know, they have that mindset to kill any deal when they want to. You get me? And if it's that time, they're gonna kill it. Because there's nothing worse than having the artist trying to turn the cheek, trying to get to, you know, these statuses like us, the boss. And it's just like, oh, well, what should I do here? What should I do here? You know, that just takes away from my time. You get me? And I want you, Jamarcus Nash, John Santana, I want John Reyes, I want everybody that I work with to have my mindset because I feel confident and I feel ready and charismatic enough to approach and be like, hey, you know what, I could do this, and I'm over here trying to do this. If you want to learn some of it, just come on over and I'll show you. You get me? With my hands out. There's no offensive nature you know, no defensive nature or anything, but I want you to be a monster. Because I know when I see your work, it's gonna, whenever I'm slacking, you know, those 5-10 minutes, I don't want to get out of bed and I'm going through Facebook and I see, oh, look at this piece.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at this piece. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm not doing what I have to do.
Yeah. That's the way I felt. Listen, when I was working on that Sugar Ray Robinson, like I said, I've been working on it for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
I seen what you did of Jordan. I said, man, I gotta get on my shit. I said, I'm lunching.
Yeah. I was thinking about you.
I said, man, I gotta get on. I'm lunching.
I gave him the painting. I spoke to him, and I just told him, I said, you know, I used to box with him. I used to spar with him at the gym, you know, when he first started. And it was just like, man, you know, you don't understand. As a brother, I miss you. You know, as a brother, I want to be in that ring with you and keep on. Unfortunately, I can't, but you can. And I just wanted to, you know, express how inspired I am from what you're doing. You know, you're holding down another monster, another artist. You know, I spoke to him as well. But another monster doing the regular stuff, doing the positive stuff, doing all the work he has to do to provide something more than a regular resolve for his family. And that night, because I was bumping his tickets, and not as much as I wanted to, not as much as I wanted to do everybody's stuff, but I was bumping his tickets, and then I was just praying that I could get a nice screenshot from some type of footage. Because that's what I'll do. I'll wait for the moment, and I'll see something. I'm like, bam, screenshot, perfect. Perfect. That's where I'm gonna do it. You know, that's where I'm gonna start at. And I didn't get it. I was like, oh man, the cameras are shitty. Oh man, put your phones away. You know, that's just how I was. But that following day, I woke up and had my regular day, and then I went home. It was actually not the greatest day, but I saw the belt in the back room, and I was like, that's the one. That's the one. I sat down, I grabbed the paint off of your stuff, because I had your stuff. I was like, oh, and you know what? I had the other kid's stuff, and I was like, dudes are coming hard. I gotta deliver.